Coming to you from the Next Weather Studio, a 360 view of your forecast. This is Next Weather, sponsored by your local Chevy dealers. Georgia Drive Chevy.
All right, I'm joined now with Next Weather Meteorologist Orelon Sidney, and I hear there's some good news. I never thought I'd say rain is good news, but in this case it is.
You brought it to us, as a matter of fact. It's going to start raining later on tonight, continue through the weekend, and even next week. So it's just what we ordered up top.
Awesome, here we go.
Good job.
Here we go.
Let's take a look at what's going on across the area. We are definitely going to see some weekend rain, folks, and it is so needed. I don't have to tell you that. But we start off tonight, go through your Saturday, and then it becomes a little bit more scattered. But Sunday we'll get a chance for some rain as well, just not as widespread. Then the frontal system that's going to cause all of this is actually going to stall across the southern part of the state. It's going to take another couple of fronts to come through before the whole thing finally clears off. So what it's going to do is leave behind a very moist and ready to go air mass. And what we need is daytime heating or little disturbances to kick that off, and that's probably going to go all the way possibly through the end of next week. So we get our first rain totals to hit us this weekend, and then look at this. We go into next week. I stopped this on Thursday night, and we've got more rain. So here's how it's probably going to break down. Parts of the north, as you get back here towards Rome and towards Dalton, you're going to see as much as 2 to 3 inches when it's all said and done, starting this weekend and possibly going through the rest of the week. The Atlanta, the Athens area, probably looking at about 1 inch to 2 inches in those areas. And south of I-20, that's where you're going to have the least amounts, but it's still going to be around 1 inch. And boy, we need it, and boy, will we take it. Take a look at your low temperatures for tonight. Little heat island effect here in town. Atlanta coming in at 62. We've got readings generally in the upper 50s across the area. A little cooler, of course, in those high elevations. And tomorrow it starts to heat up, but then the clouds and the rain move through, and it kind of cuts the top off the temperatures. You'll notice much of the east and central regions will stay in the low to mid 70s, but then you get out to the west and places like Athens on towards Eatonton, and you could be knocking on the door of what, 80 degrees. Let's take a look at what's going on across the rest of the country. Got some big tornadoes actually going on across the plain states right now. Unfortunately, it looks like this low pressure storm is going to keep the plains in action through the rest of the weekend. So we're looking at Saturday, Sunday, Monday, where strong thunderstorms will be seen from Texas across through Arkansas. Already had one big tornado yesterday in Eden, Oklahoma, and they are under the gun again with tornadoes tonight. So if you know folks in those areas, or if you're traveling to those areas this weekend, be heads up, because severe weather is no joke out there. So let's take a look at what's happening close to home. Tomorrow in Atlanta, we'll go 74 degrees. Then we'll see some 80s and 70s. But remember, this is a chance of rain each day as we go through the end of the week. Big cold front comes through here, clears us out. High temperatures will be in the 60s, and we'll get some much needed rain once this is all said and done. TJ?
All right, Orelon, thank you.